This was mine. We both were having now.
Yeah.
A very good evening. Yes, we both were having now. A very good evening to one and all.
Hi.
It's really great to be back on a Wednesday evening as usual. And
Thank you.
today, Kriti, can you switch your audio off, please? Yeah. So it's really great to be back here on Secrets of Living a Full Life, a fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving life. Well, under this banner, we have a very, very important topic. It is very less discussed about, and I don't know if you even heard about it. It's called as Stoicism. So, any idea to anybody here what is Stoicism? It may have the sound of strength in it, correct? Well, a stoic person is somebody who's really strong, somebody who has the courage to beat all odds, somebody he will go forward in spite of all the challenges that you face. So, for me, a stoic is a person who is undeterred by anything that happens outside. So, definitely, he will be a person or she will be a person who's very centered and the inner world is all sorted. That is a stoic person. And a stoic person is also somebody who's very, very practical. Just does not, become very emotional. They are also very practical. So let's take a look at what is Stoicism. I will just get the presentation ready. Okay. How do I do this? I need to present it, but I'll one sec. I'll go to Zoom and I will share. Right? Screen sharing. Okay. Yeah. Can you see this? Can everybody see this? Yeah. So Stoicism, that is the topic today. Let's go forward and see who is a Stoic. So if you look at this, a Stoic is someone who transforms fear into prudence, pain into transformation, and mistakes into initiation, and a desire into undertaking. Now, I would like each of you to share with me what you understand by transforming fear into prudence. Yes. Take your time. Audience, I would say, think about it. No idea? So when you're talking about transforming fear into prudence means when you have fear, you take a little time to process the fear, understand it and convert it into a cautiousness and check out the wisdom of what you can do in that particular situation. Right? That is called as transforming fear into prudence. That means considering fear as an opportunity to test your own courage. Okay. So to decide what action can be taken. Now I'll give you an example. If you see a lion in front of you, should you have the courage to fight the lion? if there is a lion in front of you, do you have to have the courage to fight the lion?
No.
Correct? But suppose you see some very puny little dwarf who's coming and, just threatening you to kill you. What can you do? Yes, Dia.
I would put it away, like, or I would go to another place, or I'll try to move it away.
You'll try to move it away, or at least you will make an attempt,
Yeah.
to, hit that guy, or, make him move away from there.
Yeah.
So this is called as transforming fear into prudence. That means the way the fear comes to you, what do you do out of your fear? Not be consumed by it, but decide to act in a prepared way, in a wise way, after doing an analysis of the situation. So they say if the enemy is stronger than you, run away. If the enemy is weaker than you, then fight him. Are you getting me? So, having that ability to think about it in a state of fear is called as a stoic person. A stoic person can do it. All right. Next, uh, pain into transformation. What do you understand by pain into transformation? How can you convert pain into transformation? दर्द तो दर्द है, इसको कैसे ट्रांसफॉर्म करेंगे? How can you change pain into transformation?
Focus on not the pain, but on the lesson it's trying to teach you.
Yeah, say that loudly.
By removing pain on a piece of paper, or the screaming.
One sec. Two people are speaking at the same time, so I cannot understand. So yes, Joshi, what did you say? Yeah, tell me.
So either I can remove pain on a piece of paper and just throw it, or I would scream in pillow.
Scream into the pillow, that is handling your pain, na? It is
Yeah.
not transforming your pain. So you were saying?
Focusing on not the pain, but the lesson that it is trying to teach you.
So she says focusing not on the pain, but on the lesson that it is trying to teach you. For example, the irritation that you feel, Kriti, let's not take it as the pain that you are having because of that irritation. What is it trying to teach you? Let me ask you this question directly. आपका जो भी इशू हो रहा है, ये इशू आपको क्या सिखाना चाहता है? I'll stop sharing.
मैम, एक तो अंदर अपने कुछ तो ऐसा चल रहा है जो अपन जता नहीं पा रहे किसी को.
Exactly. What brilliant answer, Kriti. So you have transformed your fear or your pain into understanding yourself. So अगर कोई नहीं समझ सकता है वो चीज, तो आपको कोई चाहिए जो उसको समझे. करेक्ट? जो हम कर रहे हैं, एंड धीरे धीरे वो आपके अंदर से चला जाएगा. करेक्ट? ओके. So that is called converting fear into transformation. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Just a minute. Huh. Pain into transformation. Mistakes into initiation. Initiation matlab starting something new. So what does this mean? Mistakes into initiation. मिस्टेक्स इनटू इनिशिएशन यानी क्या? मेरे से एक गलती हो गई, इससे मैंने एक नया लेसन सीखा. I made a mistake, and from that I understood a new lesson. So I will decide to take a first step towards not doing that again. And desire into undertaking. What does desire into undertaking means? Desire, transforming desire into undertaking. Or a stoic is a person who transforms desire into undertaking.
मतलब कोई भी चैलेंज को एक्सेप्ट करके उसको
अरे वाह, ऑल द राइट आंसर्स आर बीइंग गिवन बाय कृति, वेरी वेल. हाँ, डिजायर इनटू अंडरटेकिंग, मतलब जो डिजायर है आपका उसको एज अ चैलेंज आप देखोगे और उसको कंप्लीट करोगे. ओके, आई कम बैक टू योर ओन क्वेश्चन. क्या आपने आपका चैलेंज शुरू किया? प्रोडक्टिविटी चैलेंज जो हमने किया था, भर दिया आज का भी?
आज का भरूंगी मैं. आज मैं अपना पूरा बिजी थी. आज मैं
डोंट गिव मी एन
रात को
एक्सक्यूज.
करूंगी ना मैं पूरा चैलेंज का.
वेरी गुड. कल किया था?
हाँ.
Yes. So this is how you begin to be stoic. So
आज का रात
management.
को भरू.
जरूर
सॉरी.
sir.
आज का
Very
रात
good.
को भरूंगी मैं.
Very nice. So this is how Management Me School of Confidence is helping you to be a more stoic person. All right? Very nice. So we go to the next part, okay? Okay. The core of Stoicism. मतलब इसके core में क्या आता है? First, it is an ethical value set that helps us to reach a virtuous life. एक अच्छी जिंदगी जीने के लिए कुछ संस्कार होने चाहिए हमारे. तो वो संस्कार क्या है? And the state of being marked by happiness. हम खुश और अच्छे कैसे रह सकते हैं? Happiness, resilience and peace of mind from doing good. So, a set of ethical values that helps us to reach a virtuous life and a state of being marked by happiness, resilience, and peace of mind from doing good. So, what goes around comes around. So, do good to people and you will get goodness in your life. Make others happy and you will become happy. So, these principles help us to avoid guilt, anger, jealousy, hatred, and other negative actions. So, जब हमारी फोकस हैप्पीनेस की तरफ होंगे, जब हमारा फोकस पीस ऑफ माइंड के लिए होगा, तो हम नेगेटिव इमोशंस से दूर होते जाएंगे और पॉजिटिव इमोशंस के पास जाएंगे. Second is the set of practices that teach us to reduce our stress and negative emotions by cultivating self-awareness, discipline, wisdom, and rationality. It also encourages us to align ourselves with nature. So these are the core elements of Stoicism. One is believing in having a set of ethical values for yourself to have a happy life. Second is learning how to reduce our stress through awareness, discipline, wisdom, rationality. And there is one more thing that I will tell you. And it also encourages us to align ourselves to nature. आपको क्या लगता है कि हमको नेचर के साथ होना जरूरी क्यों है? बोलिए. It keeps us grounded is what Poojan is saying. Ah, beautiful. So why is it necessary to align ourselves with nature is because we need to get connected to our own self. We need to get connected to our own self, and we have the 5 elements of which nature is made. And therefore, when we are in nature, we get in sync and we are able to connect to ourselves through nature. When we connect to nature, we are actually connecting to ourselves. Okay. Hence, it is very, very essential. We go to the next point of Stoicism. अयान, समझ रहा है ना मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है, मतलब it takes a little deep thinking to understand what it is. Okay. Now, Stoicism में basically 5 things that we can do is recognize what can and what you cannot control. कौन सी चीजें आपके कंट्रोल में हैं? आपके कंट्रोल में कौन सी चीजें हैं? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, you have been invited for a meeting and you may be getting late because the milkman came late, so you had to make tea and you were not able to have the tea properly also, and you were getting late, you were rushing. When you were rushing, you came across somebody and bumped into somebody, by which your back fell down, all the things fell down. Then you somehow had to manage and you missed the train, and that could have cost you around 15 minutes becoming late. But you reached the station, let's say half an hour before, and then what can you do? And then what can you do? Bolo.
Can
Yes,
you
it.
please
हाँ.
little bit repeat? Yeah, he went to the meeting. He was late to the meeting. He met someone.
He could have been late to the meeting, but he
Okay.
reached half an hour early.
Good impression.
He has to create a good impression. So how is he going to manage the state of mind के ये सब कुछ हो गया on the way? उसके चीजें गिर गए, चाय ठीक से नहीं पी पाया, किसी के साथ अनबन हुई, पहुंचते पहुंचते देर हो गया. तो ये चीजें दिमाग के पीछे रहती है, राइट? सो इफ ही इज अ स्टोइक पर्सन, ही विल थिंक अबाउट इट. दूध वाला लेट आया, ये मेरे कंट्रोल में है क्या? नहीं, छोड़ दो उस चीज को. चाय नहीं पी तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है, बाद में पी सकते हैं. चलो अच्छा हुआ कि मैं आधा घंटा जल्दी आ गया स्टेशन पे, तो मैं फटाफट कैब लेगा तो 15 मिनट पहले पहुंच सकेगा. सो दैट मोमेंट, हाउ डू यू हैंडल द थिंग्स and allow yourself to know what is in your control and what is not in your control. So a stoic person will not unnecessarily stress over what has happened in life which he does not have control, but he will try to change the things which is in his control. Clear? This is the dichotomy of control. बट कभी कभी ये कंट्रोल प्रैक्टिस करने के टाइम पे अगर आपने इसका उल्टा किया, लोगों को कंट्रोल करने लगे, तो वो रिवर्स हो सकता है. So a stoic person is not somebody who exercises control over people, but he doesn't exercise control over the external things. He exercises control over the internal things. Understand? So we go forward. So you determine your reaction to a crisis. Like there were situations that happened. Now, how do you decide to react? That is in your hand, no? किसी ने आपको इंसल्ट किया, किसी ने आपको एम्बैरस किया, किसी ने आप में एंजाइटी लेके आया, आप उसको कैसे हैंडल करेंगे, इसकी चॉइस किसके पास है? अयान,
हमारे पास ही है.
हमारे पास ही. हम कैसे रिस्पॉन्ड करेंगे हमारे पास है ना. लाइक कल उठ के कोई आया और बोलेगा तू पागल है, तो तुम क्या बोलोगे?
मैं इग्नोर करूंगा.
इग्नोर क्यों? हाँ, मैं पागल हूं, चल तू भी पागल बन जा. हम दोनों पागल मजा करेंगे. राइट?
Yes.
So many times, yeah, you can also ignore it because you know who you are and you don't have to explain it to others, correct? So your reaction can be determined by you. But what happens? You immediately react. How can you say it like that to me? So there, having an understanding that you cannot change anybody, but you can change your own reaction, is the character of a stoic person. Ignore people dominated by their own negative emotions. So if somebody is trying to control you, be aware and ensure that you do not go to argue them, but you are not controlled by them. Any questions here? I think Dia has a question. Yeah, it happens in groups. When people start controlling you, it happens in groups. And many times we do not, what you say, exercise our boundaries. We do not tell people or openly communicate with people about boundaries. And therefore, they definitely try to control you. I think we'll take a one-to-one talk about it, Dia. I think what you're thinking and I'm thinking is the same. We definitely need to talk about it. The other day also I was thinking about it. Okay, let's just discuss about control. Okay. So many times teachers try to control you. You have to do this work in this way. This sum is to be done in this way. Only my method you will use. You will not use anybody's method. But both methods might be correct, right? Yes or no? You will go to this, what you say, this friend of my house, this friend of mine, because I am telling you. You will only do like this. You will do as I say because I have the experience. Right? These are all statements which show control. But if you want to give respect to the other person and ask their validation, the other person will say, you know what? I think you should go to this person's house. Maybe she is able to teach you something, but however, it is your decision. Then you are not exercising control. You are just showing them that this is my experience. Would you like to experience it? Many times, I must admit that I too have been controlling, where we try to force our opinion on others. Like, for example, if I want to go to a particular um, picnic spot, you know, you tell others this thing that ये spot बहुत अच्छा है, मैं यहाँ पे गई हूँ, मुझे मालूम है यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा हो. Somebody else will say नहीं 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 नहीं, मैं गई हूँ वहां पे भी बहुत अच्छा है. So just check, is it okay for you to give in? There are some people say नहीं नहीं, मैं जो बोलती हूँ वही आपको करना पड़ेगा. So people try to manipulate you. Are you aware is the question. The moment you say ना मुझे कुछ भी चलेगा, they will take you for granted. They will take you for granted. But the moment you say that नहीं, मेरे लिए ये नहीं चलेगा, and you will dictate the terms saying that this is what I think about the situation, then you are being assertive, not controlling. So there is a difference between being assertive and being controlling. Controlling is जो बोल my way or sky way. That's control. ये नहीं करना है तुझे, ठीक है. तुझे इसी लड़के से शादी करनी पड़ेगी, तुझे इसी लड़की से शादी करनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि मैंने कहा है. So that is control. तुझे यही काम करना पड़ेगा, तुझे वही काम करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि मैंने कहा है. Again, that is control. So अगर देखेंगे ना तो जिंदगी में हम लोग बहुत कंट्रोल करते हैं.
कभी कभी
Confused.
हाँ. So she says sometimes the control is there, but it is good because you want the best for the opposite person. हाँ?
Intentions are right, but the tarika is wrong.
हाँ, intentions are right, but still it's control. And in certain cases, there needs to be some control. For example, if we did not have law and order, that's also control, na? You cannot cross the, what you say, the signal when the light is red. So that is control, and that is a necessary control, no? Otherwise, there can be accidents happening. So I just want you to reflect, okay? Is it a control by law? Is it a control with a good intention? Or is it a control just to, feed my ego? So you need to learn how to differentiate between a control for protection and a control for ego. Right? So many times we are not even aware that we are controlled. Like, for example, the advertisements, the reels, the movies. They control our behavior on screen. Because they feed you with something which you like, and then you're more tempted, and they increase your temptations. So actually, the phone is controlling you. Because the phone will say, देखो मैं इतना अच्छा नाचती हूँ, मुझे देख. देखो मैं इतना अच्छा दिखती हूँ, मैंने ये इयररिंग्स पहने, ये इयररिंग्स खरीदो.
But I think somewhere or the other, we are always being controlled. If we do not control ourselves, then they will control us.
Yes, very good thing she said. Somewhere or the other, we are being controlled. And if we do not control ourselves, we give our control to others. As simple as that. Yes, Diya, what's your question? Yes.
What if we are controlled by others and we don't have a solution? What can you do in that situations? Like you're controlled, you're forcefully controlled. You don't have an option. You need to just follow it. Is there a solution to get
There
out
will
of it?
always be an option. The only thing is the resistance that will come from the opposite person is what you don't want to face. So we remain under control because we do not want to confront. Because we think we are helpless. We need to understand the reason behind the control. And we need to see if it is just my perspective that I am controlling. I'm being controlled by others. And the perspective of the other person might be that I'm just trying to protect. So we need to understand the intention behind the control. For example, तू साइकिल पे से गिर गई, तेरा पैर टूटा, तो मैं तेरे को कभी साइकिल पे चढ़ने नहीं दूंगी. Right? Now this control that you fell from the cycle and you broke your leg, so I will not allow you to climb on the cycle ever again. That is a control that the parent is exerting on the child because the parent is scared. The control is for protection. Right? But unfortunately, we are also instilling fear in the child. How could the parent have, rephrased this situation, which would not speak so much about control, but it would make the child fearless?
So like same situation.
Same situation, yes.
साइकिल पर से मैं गिर
Huh?
साइकिल पर से मैं गिर गया मैं little kid.
Yeah, you fell down from the cycle, broke your leg.
What will my mama say? अभी साइकिल नहीं चला सकती.
Hmm.
So her one sentence will install fear in me.
Yes.
Okay.
हाँ, मैं साइकिल पे चढ़ेगी तो मैं गिर जाऊंगी तो मेरा पैर टूटेगा तो मुझे वो पेन नहीं सहन करना है.
Now if there is a more aware parent,
हाँ,
who knows,
Yes.
कि मेरा ये sentence में fear डालेगा and I don't want that to happen.
Correct.
So what sentence can they use instead?
Did you all hear what Poojan said?
Not clearly.
Not clearly.
Yes.
Poojan, come this side. Yes.
So,
Yeah, what was your question? I think you can use this.
so my question is that since you said
Hmm.
that parenting में जब ऐसे बहुत सारे stages आते हैं
Hmm.
where the parent says that don't do this, don't do that
Hmm.
in order to save them, but actually they end up installing fear in them.
Correct.
So
Come a
if
little more
I was,
closer.
if considering the same situation,
Yes.
okay,
Mhm.
what actually happens is that समझो कि I am a little kid, I fell from the cycle
Hmm.
and my mother or my father is saying,
Hmm.
I broke my leg, ठीक है?
Hmm.
My mother or my father is saying, don't get on the cycle,
Hmm.
you might fall. वापस
Correct.
दूसरा पैर क्या तोड़ना है क्या? ऐसा
Correct.
मजाक में बोलते हैं, but then as a kid, I don't understand that it's a joke and I get
Believe
fear.
it.
हाँ,
Believe it. Yeah.
yeah. So if considering another situation where my parent is more aware
हाँ.
of how their sentences can install fear in me,
हाँ.
then how can they change their sentence?
तूने क्वेश्चन को ही आंसर बना दिया और मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछ रही है. आई वांटेड इट टू कम फ्रॉम यू. एनीवेज आई विल टेल. So if I'm a more aware parent, after the child has got well, of course, till the child is not well, I'm not going to give the cycle. There I will exercise my control. I'm not going to give the cycle.
Okay.
Because he's broken his leg. So I don't want him to try another antics to create more problems. Okay? That time so I will not give. But after that I said, now you're feeling good, right? You're feeling okay. Chalo, ek aur baar try karo. Go and sit on this every time as if you're going to fall. The probability of falling is 50% ना. फिर से गिरा, फिर से तोड़ सकते, उसमें क्या है, अच्छा हो गया ना तेरे को. But very few parents will say this. Because a fear is inside them, they will transfer it to the child. Try करो, देखो, ensure that you learn it properly. और फिर गिर गया तो ठीक है. I wish I had done this session earlier.
Yeah.
No, about this stoicism. At least I would not have been so controlling for my kids. It's a fact. Let me be very, very honest. We as parents are sometimes controlling. But let me tell you, children, that it's not out of anything against you. It's just because we want to be more protective. हमको डर है तुम्हारे लिए. We are scared, and nobody taught us to leave our children alone. Like let them be. So we were always held together. We were always protected, and we were guided. So, and sometimes we weren't guided. And many times when we were not guided, we fell many times. And we don't want that to happen to our children. Like now that we are talking, certain things are coming to my mind, how controlling I was. I am at times. So like, I remember the pain that I had after I finished my graduation. I was searching for a job. And I said, I have to have a job. मुझे जब तक काम नहीं मिलेगा ना मेरा आई एम फीलिंग वेरी बैड लाइक बिकॉज आई वांट टू स्टार्ट अर्निंग. ग्रेजुएशन किया मतलब तुरंत जॉब मिलना चाहिए. So I went on searching everywhere I went. Every day I searched for a job, went to so many schools, gave my resumes, and I was sure that I did not want to get a job through any influence. I wanted it on my merit. So I went to all the unknown schools. And there was a school which offered it to me, but it took me 7 days. That is from September 30 was my last day at St. Anne's School. I taught in St. Anne's School, Orlem. And 7th of September was my, 7th of September, August, sorry. 30th August was my last day at, 31st August was my last day at St. Anne's. And 7th of September, 1990, I joined in Vivek Vidyalaya as a teacher. So those 7 days was real hell, because of the uncertainty of will I get a job, will I not get a job? If I don't get a job, how will I do my own karcha? I don't want to put my, burden onto my parents. I have to get a job. So that tension was so much. I said in my life, nobody should ever go through this tension. And that is why I keep making my sons say that you have to have a job. You have to have a job. You have to have a job.
So that was your fear that is now coming.
My fear, I'm transferring to them and I'm exercising the control for the same.
And that was 3 days and 35 years ago.
So that was 3 days and 35 years ago. Oh, yes. 3 days and 35 years ago. Ah, and I'm still using the same technique to a child who has come 1 decade after that. So how wrong am I? वो बोलते हैं ना बच्चे तुमको पकड़ेंगे बराबर पकड़ लिया बराबर. So I understand it sounds controlling when parents want to do something, but at times their controlling also helps you to grow. देखो अगर आपको कोई भी दायरे नहीं होंगे ना तो you will be like a totally free bird and there is a possibility of entering into the bushes. Like suppose you're a bird and you're flying. And as a parent, I will say you only fly this much. You may not know the reason why I'm telling you to fly this much. Say, no, I'll go ahead. So you may fall into the bushes which might be of thorns. So we want to protect you. So that is a mentality. A parent has to protect the child. That is what the society says. Even when you become parents, you're going to do the same. But
You'll be more aware.
yeah, but to allow the freedom to the child that, okay, you fly wherever you want, look properly, ensure that you're going in a proper place and do not fall into the thorns. वो detachment अभी तक parents ने नहीं सीखी है. He's a young guy. He knows where he's doing, what he's doing. He will find his own way.
Because maybe somewhere that मैंने उसको पैदा होते हुए देखा है.
हाँ
बचपन से
मुझे
मैं-
मालूम है वो क्या बन सकता है. Right? So that ego does come, parental ego does come in between. So the thing is, parents think that they know everything that is best for the children. And they may know also. But children want to experiment. I want to prove you wrong. I know better. And तुम लोग भाई हमसे ज्यादा जानते हैं तो कबूल करना पड़ेगा कि तुम लोग सही है बट थोड़ा हमको भी लगता है. So give us a valid reason on why we should give you that freedom. है ना? So if you as children, like how you convinced your parents, I think we can take that which was a seemingly controlled thing, no?
What?
About you joining dentistry.
Like I have a guest now.
Now you're a guest.
So I since 10th I was aiming to go into science field, and then in after 10th it was sure that I want to go in medical field. So, because science was my interest, and I took up bio in 9th 10th. So medical. Then in 12th I gave my NEET entrance test, and things changed. A lot of things happened, and a lot of things actually happened, and then
Yeah.
then I got to know, okay, I got my admission in Jalgaon homeopathy college, which was the only government college in entire Maharashtra. But then things happened, and then I felt maybe medical is not for me. I feel that it is a lot of stress. So you won't be able to see this. If I was in medical field now, I would not be here, and I would not definitely be smiling like this. I would definitely, I would be too much stressed. definitely, like, I would be having a lot of headache and almost depression maybe, because 11th 12th I was working hard a lot, and that got me a lot of pimples and health issues. I used to starve myself, sleep was gone and all that toxic things. Don't do that, please. Then I realized, okay, no, maybe psychology is for me, and I feel more purposeful when I'm here.
Correct.
And at least while studying that, I won't practice those toxic habits again, and I'll be able to understand how to take care of my mental health, my physical health as well, how to balance. So yeah, from medical to psychology.
Thank you so much. And I must thank her parents for listening to us, understanding that, what she actually requires is to enjoy what she's doing, not just, getting into a career for the sake of money or fame or name, but it should be something that she comes alive with. And I'm so glad that she realized it. Even today, I told her, do you want to go back to medicine? Because there is somebody who can help you out. She said, no, 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 I'm done. I'm done. So her parents decided to allow her to they make her choices. So they did not control her actions. Of course, they were aware and alert and guiding her, supporting her all throughout. It's not that they just left her just like that. Questioning was done. Like she had to prove to her parents that this is a field that I want to be in. So वो proof तो करना ही पड़ेगा, because they have to be ensured that you are going on the right way.
Yeah, you have
So,
to stand your
हाँ,
ground and be strong enough to face all the questions they are going to.
exactly. So if you have a valid reason for thinking that they are controlling you, address that issue, put that openly, talk to them and say, this is how I feel. What can we work out so that we come out on a common page? And we did have that discussion with your parents. I was there. So it is not necessary for me to be there, but if you want, I will be there. So
And-
that's how.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was not a smooth ride at all. I went through a lot.
Ups
But
and downs.
yeah, I used to be sad also sometimes. Sometimes I used to cry as well. But keep going. You should know yourself well, and you should know that whatever changes you're making, it's true and it's right for you. Only.
You see, it may be right for you at the moment. So if it is not right for you after that, you have to face the consequences. So have the courage to face the consequences. Like, for example, I took physics, which I should not have taken. Right? But I'm ready to face the consequences. I became a little late for my dream, but it's okay. That was the time that I should have reached there. Simple. So nothing is wrong. Whatever happened in your life is to make you up. Even if you are going through pain, even if you are going through a lot of questioning in your mind, let the churning happen. Only when there is churning can we get nectar. So all the problems that you're facing is for you to come out strong. And that will happen. And your parents or your teachers or your peers who act to be difficult people are the ones who are teaching you that lesson. So by questioning you, by telling you not to do this and to do that, they have actually made you think and made you feel convinced that this is what you have to do. So had they not been the triggers to create that path for you, you had to go through that pain. And they had to go through that pain. So they were just playing their roles. Right? So instead of looking at your parents as villains, look at them that they are teaching you something. So what is the lesson you have to learn? Don't consider yourself to be a victim. Okay? So we will go ahead. So you've understood what is control, and to take things which are in your control and leave things which are out of your control. So I will go forward with what is Stoicism. Yes, you can see, right? Now, master yourself and aim to be virtuous and learn to move on. नेक्स्ट, सो हाउ डू वी सी व्हाट आर द थिंग्स विद इन आवर कंट्रोल? आपके कंट्रोल में क्या क्या चीजें हैं? यस, कैन एनीबॉडी रीड? या, व्हाट्स इन योर कंट्रोल दिया?
It's our thoughts, our actions, our reactions, our beliefs,
Yes.
and the most important thing, our emotions.
Yes, our thoughts, actions, reactions, and our emotions. Okay. So these are within our control. And outside our control, Kriti?
Other people, the economy, the weather, traffic, our reputation, our body, etc.
Okay. Right? But I feel to a certain extent, your body is also in your control. If you start talking to your body. Okay. Next. Now, these are some of the Stoic philosophers, and they had certain ideas which they stressed. For example, Seneca believed in practicing non-attachment to attain true freedom. Like I said, even if I see my son and I know he's going to fall, I will warn him. But still, it's his choice whether he wants to fall or he doesn't want to fall. That is called as non-attachment. Okay. Second, Musonius Rufus, he said simplicity and frugality as a values to strengthen one's character. Frugality, frugal life means what? The minimalistic things that you require. ज़्यादा शो नहीं करना है, जितना है उसमें खुश रहो. So living with what you say, whatever is basic needed. Simplicity and frugality. That was the values that Rufus practiced. Epictetus, he was focusing on improving oneself and a radical acceptance of things outside our control. So he practiced self-acceptance and improving oneself. And fourth is Marcus Aurelius. He stressed on the importance of honesty, fairness while dealing with others. So integrity is what he practiced, and he felt that you cannot cheat anybody. You have to be true. Now we come to the final part of the Stoicism, that is the four virtues, four Stoic virtues. The Stoics believed that virtue is a good thing and vice to be the only evil. A common thread among Greek philosophy of the time, this by extension means that our content of our character is most important thing. You as a person and your character is most important in life. So what are the virtues that you can accept? It is wisdom, temperance, justice, and courage. So our ability to see things as they are, free from bias. As in, if somebody who's, trying to put you down, you look at that person as somebody who's actually been a hurt person. Because it is only hurt people who hurt people. And that is wisdom. But if you look at that person as a perpetrator or as a person who's, purposely trying to put me down, then you're not seeing things as it is. You're seeing things as you want it to be. You want to label that person as a bad person. And nobody is a bad person. All people are good and they are acting from the wisdom that they have. That wisdom may not align with you. That doesn't mean they're a bad person. Wisdom is our ability to see the right from the wrong, use reason, rational judgment, and avoid wrapping the truth of what we see. That means we give our version of the truth, no? मैं बोलूंगी ये ग्लास है, मेरा वर्जन ऑफ द ट्रूथ क्या है? ये ग्लास में आधा पानी है. तुम्हारा वर्जन में क्या है? आधा ग्लास खाली है. यू आर ऑल्सो राइट, आई एम ऑल्सो राइट. और कृति बोलेगी ये ग्लास पूरा फुल है. आयान, यस और नो?
यस यस. एक बोलेगा ग्लास ही नहीं है.
एक बोलेगा ग्लास ही नहीं है, मुझे ग्लास दिख ही नहीं रहा, सिर्फ पानी है. right? So everybody's version of the truth is theirs, right? Like, for example, Diya felt bad. And Ayan is saying, why should she feel bad? But that was her truth. And Ayan was just looking at things. So why should Diya feel bad? Because that is his truth. Are you getting me how our truth changes? And your truth and my truth might not be the same. We have our own versions of the truth. Right? Like the other day, if somebody did something to me, I forgot to say thank you. And I'll say, oh my God, look at that person. Does not even have the gratitude to say thank you. And I would have been addressing my friend who's in the hospital at that time. So for me, that was more important. So I am right as per my side. And that person is right as per that person's perspective. Correct? A lot of thought, na, is thoda heavy ho raha hai. Don't worry, but this is important. Okay? But now we are stoics. So nothing is heavy for us. Temperance. So our ability to exercise self-restraint. Kriti, self-restraint. मुझे बहुत मन कर रहा है ये करने का, पर मैं नहीं करूंगी. That is called temperance. So one value that you're going to master in this week is temperance. We have already written it, right? So it's self-restraint, self-control. हाँ, हमने लिखा था. Last line में हमने लिखा था कि how am I going to reduce? याद है? Open your book, it is written there. You know it. Okay? So reduce your urges to do actions which you should not be doing. Correct? I'm not telling that action openly. Kriti, are you getting what I'm saying? There are certain actions which you should not be doing. Understood? Kriti?
Hello.
Yeah, there are certain actions you should not be doing.
Yeah.
That is what I'm talking about. So
But
exercise self-restraint. Self-restraint means you control the urges. Right? We have written this or not in the book?
I think in different way we written.
Yes, we had written in different way, but the meaning is the same. Got it, na?
Okay. Yeah.
That is called practicing temperance.
Okay.
Moderation. I don't want 10 dresses to be bought this time. I'm okay with one dress. That is being frugal. I don't want one shoe for every dress. It's okay to have just 2 shoes for all the dress. That's being frugal. Okay, that's moderation, discipline.
मतलब काफी चीजों में नहीं जाने की जगह एक ही चीज में फोकस करके उसको आगे वो करो.
नहीं, यहाँ पे ये था कि मैं जब हम बाजार जाते हैं, मुझे ये भी चाहिए, मुझे वो भी
नहीं.
चाहिए, मुझे इतना भी चाहिए. मेरे को
नहीं,
हर
वैसे
शूज
अपनी लाइफ में डिसीजन से भी होता है ना कि ये भी करना है वो भी करना है.
वो भी है. या सो लाइफ में डिसीजंस है
दैट्स
कि
पॉइंट आई एम आस्किंग.
No. I am not talking about that. Self-restraint and self-control, moderation and discipline is about we want more and more. So can we exercise self-control there? मुझे आइसक्रीम खानी है पर मुझे गले में दर्द है, तो क्या मैं अपने आप को कंट्रोल कर सकती हूँ क्योंकि मेरा गले का दर्द जाने के बाद ही मैं आइसक्रीम खाऊंगी? That's called
वो अपन कर
self-control.
सकते. ओके,
That's called
आई नो.
self-control. Right? That's called temperance. And I think I also should practice it. Temperance. Yeah. Next. So my control or my discipline should be to exercise every day. So I will also practice my exercise, doing my exercises and being regular in that. Next is justice, our capacity to behave in interests of common and wider good. That means to contribute. That is, I suppose, for example, I have an urge to ask a question, but you know that ma'am is going through a flow. and you hold yourself, you wait. Because if you say something, the entire group will be disturbed and the flow will be broken. So that is called justice, where you don't think only about yourself, you think about others also. Okay? Now, courage, our ability to act in alignment with what we think is right, despite the pressure not to. For example, your ability, Diya, to share that this is hurting me. Do not do this. Setting your boundaries clear was an act of courage. So having the courage to allow or disallow certain things, to do what you think is right according to the situation, in spite of the pressure. For example, there was one boy who told me, Madam, आप बहुत अच्छा सिखाते हो. I said, हाँ, पर तेरे को मार्क्स इतना कम क्यों आता है? मैडम, दिमाग में कुछ जाता ही नहीं. आप एक काम करो ना, आप जो बोलेंगे करने को तैयार है. जितने पैसे चाहिए आप मुझे दे दो, पर फाइनल एग्जाम का पेपर मुझे दे दो. So I said, nothing doing. I'm not going to give you the paper. I didn't even tell him who was setting the paper, because we are not supposed to be mentioning all these things. And they somehow just try to, point out that, you might be setting the papers and all that. So I cannot do that, right? Because it's not right. So doing what you think is right is also called courage. When we build these virtues and stoic ethics into our character, we can grow into better people, live our best life, and become more resilient. And that good character leads directly to happiness and a life of contentment. So if you want to be happy, practice the 4 values of Stoicism, which is wisdom, temperance, justice, and courage. Ayan, can you repeat what are the 4 values of Stoicism?
Wisdom, temperance, justice, courage.
Yes, and we have to practice it. Now, Stoicism teaches us to focus on things we can control, our character, thoughts, emotions, and actions, while accepting the things we cannot, such as others' actions, natural course of events going on in the world around us. If there is a war being raged, you are nowhere to control it, right? You cannot do anything about it. So you only do what is in your control. If we can learn to do this, we can learn to develop more resilient mindset and inner peace and contentment that is deeper than the enjoyment that comes from fleeting pleasures and is resilient to the disappointments and hardships of life. So learn a way of trying to overcome your pleasures by trying to practice self-restraint, by trying to do something by which you will benefit yourself as well as others, and to be mindful about others. It gives us the ability to stop wasting our time. Why? How can Stoicism help us? It gives us the ability to stop wasting our time and energy on what we cannot control, to accept it, while at the same time, like for example, many students, I felt, since you all are all students, you all go through a breakup, and then you just can't leave that other person. कितना एनर्जी टाइम स्पेंड करते हो उसी के बारे में सोचते 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 सोचते. और समथिंग हैज हैपेंड इन लाइफ, यू स्पेंड सो मच टाइम ओवर थिंकिंग कि इसने ऐसा क्यों बोला मुझे, व्हाई इज दिस पर्सन ऑलवेज पॉइंटिंग आउट एट मी, राइट? इट्स अ वेस्ट ऑफ energy and time. It can just as easily be applied to everyday life to prevent the frustration and feelings of powerlessness, to build empowerment and effectiveness. No matter where we are in our path of life, taking responsibility for and distinguishing what is in our control from what is not will allow us to see where we can effect change and where we can stop wasting our time. Acceptance and awareness begin to replace complaints and frustration. So we stop complaining. We stop what, Prakriti?
Complaining.
Yeah, we stop complaining and we start focusing on what I can do, what action we can take. be aware that the only things we are fully in control are our beliefs and our actions. दो ही चीज पे अपन अपना कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, एक हमारी सोच, विचार, बिलीफ, एंड दूसरा हमारा एक्शन. Sorry. Yeah. So this is your homework. Just write this question down. Ask yourself these two questions. 1. When in your life do you try to control things outside the reach of your sovereignty? Sovereignty means what you can do. The thoughts, opinions, and beliefs of other people. Do you try to control that? Do you try to control the economy, the job market, and the political climate? Your body, age, hunger, desire, emotion? Where are you trying to control the things? And second, where in your life do you neglect control of things within your sovereignty? Okay, I think Ayan has put the picture in the group, so you can check it. So do you neglect control over your actions, your thoughts, your beliefs, and your decisions? Do you do that? Do you allow others to take decision for you? Do you change your beliefs depending upon who's there? कभी कभी बोलते हैं ना, दो टाइप के सॉरी दोनों साइड से डोल बजाते लोग. इसने बोला तो ये, उसने बोला तो वो. So you keep changing your decisions every time. Correct? So this was the two questions I wanted you to think about. Pause wherever required. Try to understand. Put in your comments. So this is Vijay Tushar, Leadership Development Catalyst, signing off for now. But before I go, I'd like to say that, the only thing that coming across to me here with this session is, okay, anybody has a question? Any questions? Arshada, Ayan, Kriti, Dia? Any questions? No questions. So I think I would close today's session by saying that God, give me the courage to change the things that I can, the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference. So this quote is a very favorite of mine, and I see the truth in it. Do you see the truth in it? I win when you win. Do share your comments, like, share, subscribe, and I'm sure this is definitely adding value to your life, but only if you answer those two questions and find out for yourself whether you want to practice the philosophy of Stoicism. Stay blessed. Good night.
Ma'am, tomorrow classes are 3.
Yes.